and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical
Together
therapist.
we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Relieve muscle soreness plus fast recovery. These are easy self-help exercises and diet supplements.
Right. So we're coming
That's a
out
long
of
title.
Yeah, well, it is, but you know, it's an interesting subject, and it got some nice tips here, Bob.
Yeah, it applies to a lot of people who work out.
Exactly.
I've definitely had it in my DOMs in my day. By the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, you're going to want to join us on our social media channels because right now we're giving away a stretch out strap. Yay! That'll help you with soreness.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you know, if you can look down in our description below it. Usually the contest is down below. If it's not, look on Facebook. It's always pinned to the top of the page.
Yes. Yep.
So, or whatever. You can go right to our Bob and Brad website.
Yeah. Some people don't like Facebook, I guess.
I know they don't.
I don't know.
Yeah, a lot. I've been getting a lot of complaints. So go to our website, Bob
There
and
you
Brad.
go. Okay, so we're talking about muscle soreness, and we're talking about DOMs or DOMs. It's
Dom DeLuise.
well, yeah, he may not like that, but
What does DOM stand for?
DOMS?
Yeah,
delayed onset muscle soreness. There you go.
Right.
So it's delayed. So oftentimes you'll work out hard, let's say on a Monday, and you feel fine. You go to bed, and it's sometimes the next day or even the day after. Not till Wednesday you may not feel
That's
these
usually
muscles.
how I feel it. It's to me, it's not the next day. It's a day after
Sure,
that. Yeah.
sure.
So
it's often associated with people who may be sedentary and they're just getting into an exercise routine.
Right.
That's very common, but also, if you're already in shape, but you do a new or a different exercise, oftentimes an eccentric or like plyometrics.
yeah, with plyometrics, you're doing a lot of eccentric strengthening, which is strengthening the muscle as it lengthens.
Sure.
And boy, you can get sore with that.
Right.
I mean, that's the sorest I've ever gotten is from doing eccentric exercise.
That's right. I know
Oh.
I was in shape in the wintertime swimming, stationary biking pretty aggressively, and then in the springtime I went in the bluffs and lacrosse and running down hills.
Oh, right.
It's like, oh my, I thought I never ran before. Sore for quite a while.
It's amazing. No matter what kind of shape you're in, you can still get sore.
Right. So, and other things, usually these muscle soreness only occurs when you're moving. You don't
Right.
feel it if you're just sedentary watching TV, but when you get up to move, wow, your body's talking.
It'll make you feel old.
Yep. And also, now this is we talked about
This
this.
might be a little controversial,
right.
whether this is true or not.
There's an overabundance of waste products in your muscles. In other words, like uric acid,
Lactic acid.
that one, and a number of other things that your body produces as a result of exercise. And the idea is that you want to get that flushed out, which brings us to our first technique or method to get through your muscle sorenesses, and that's I call it active recovery.
Gotcha.
So if you're sore, you're not going to go right back in and hit it hard again. I mean, you can, but that muscle soreness,
that's not going to help matters.
it's not fun, and it makes it last longer. But do your activity very gently. As a matter of fact,
very low level intensity.
right.
Yeah.
It almost feels like, why am I doing this? But you want to get movement, and you want to get the heart and the blood flowing to flush out those waste products and get some fresh blood in there.
And just getting more getting the fluid out of there. Sometimes there's even some edema in there.
Oh, sure.
Because you do have micro tears going on in your
Right,
muscles.
exactly right. So we got to get some fresh blood in there so they can heal up quickly and get on with the show. And another way, this is a similar thing, is foam rolling.
Sure.
You know, we've got a couple rolls here.
My hamstrings are one that often get sore.
Well, it's a pretty common one. A lot of people.
Real simple one to do is just you can roll both hamstrings like this, and I'll roll them, before I even work out and after I work out. Sometimes.
You better believe it.
And you can, increase the intensity by just working on one like this and crossing over.
There you go.
So,
you're going to do this on the floor, not up on a table like this, but. That's why we're doing it today.
Yeah, just so you can see.
Exactly. So nice from this one's a little softer. The black ones are typically more dense.
Right.
They're more aggressive, and the colored ones, this one less density, a little softer, more comfortable. It depends on what you like. The other thing, did you want to say something?
No, they're just a great idea no matter what, you know, for,
Yeah.
for stretching and preparing for a workout.
Sure.
So,
Yep. Matter of fact, we're going to use these in another video later.
hey, excellent.
Okay.
Excellent.
Compressive garments.
Sure.
In other words, they make the socks are more popular nowadays, where they put pressure, usually technically 20 to 30 millimeters of compression. That's how much
Gotcha.
pressure. And the idea is it's the socks that come all the way up to the knees, and then they make leg garments too that go, you know, from the foot, you know, all the way up into the thigh area. And what that does is that helps keep that fluid moving proximal, getting it up back into the system.
Probably going to be for more of a higher end athlete.
Probably,
I don't know, the casual guy is going to go ahead and run with those. But
Right.
maybe the socks.
Yeah,
you know,
and it depends. Some people may have some edema problem anyways, and they be
yeah, it
you
would
know,
help them with that issue.
been dealing with it with a doctor already. So, and then this next one, this is a little bit aggressive. I've never done this. For this particular, is contrast bath.
Oh, sure.
After you work out, you're going to get some warm water, you know, as hot as you can stand. It shouldn't be so hot that it's very uncomfortable.
It shouldn't burn you.
No,
Right.
not at all. It should just be I actually like to do a good, comfortable warm, what I'd recommend. And then get into some cold water. And the cold water, some people, they're saying as much as putting ice cubes in there.
Right.
You know, if it's in your legs, get your bathtub full of water. You know, go to the convenience store, get a couple bags of ice cubes.
Try to figure out how you're going to do that, though, because you'd have to have 2 tubs.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you know, you can always do it for the hands and stuff, like because you can have double sinks, but a little more difficult to do with. I mean, you'd have to have 2 tubs available.
You know, this is one of those things where if you got a hot tub and then you got a pool with some colder water, that might work.
Yeah.
So it's not real convenient. And this next one, I like this idea, is massage. You know, if you can go get a massage, maybe your spouse or someone will massage your legs, but usually that's not going to happen.
We always recommend the Pure Wave massager. We didn't charge this one up yet, but it apparently does have a little bit of a charge in it.
Right out of the box, yeah.
Yeah, so and it's got 5 different tips that you can put on there, and it can work deep into the muscles, or you can even put on one that is air filled and can kind of go over the bony prominences.
Right.
Even,
if your muscles are real sore, it's not as aggressive. But this makes a self massage a little easier on your hands than working it yourself. Oh, Bob. Why, Bob? Why?
Feels good.
Okay, let's go on to nutrition. How can you help your muscles recover by what you eat? So obviously,
this is all new to me. I don't know what do you even say?
Well, this is a surpriser. This I didn't expect to hear, but the latest thing out there is caffeine.
Really?
Yeah.
I know that a lot of people take caffeine like a small dose before a race.
Right.
Quite often now. But so now they're recommending caffeine even as a recovery
for sore muscles.
Really?
Exactly. So, you know, obviously not 3-4 cups of coffee, but, you know, 1 cup or one of those energy drinks that's got the caffeine in there. And,
a small amount.
Yep. And the next one, I don't think this is a surprise, is omega-3 fatty acids. So we're talking,
oils.
Fish oils.
They seem like a miracle food, don't they?
Right, right.
It seems like it's good for everything.
Of course, after that thing you said about the mercury in the fish that we had that video, I'm always thinking about that.
I know. You got to watch the mercury levels.
Yes.
So.
And this last one is one of those buzz things came up in the last year or two, I think, is polyphenols.
Okay.
Tart cherry juice.
Or pomegranate?
Or pomegranate juice, correct. Now,
I haven't tried any of those.
Tart cherry, I was just in the store and there was a whole case of tart cherry juice. It said right on it, and guess where it's made?
Where's it?
It was grown in Wisconsin.
Warren's?
Nope, no, that's cranberry.
Cranberry, okay.
This is on the other part of the state, but sure enough, I looked at it. It was 100% cranberry juice.
Lives in Wisconsin. If you don't know why he's touting this, so
you better. My dad used to pick cherries when he was Actually, he was like 12 years old picking cherries for making some money.
No kidding.
Yeah,
cool.
Everyone jump in a bus and go over to Green Bay area.
I used to gather worms.
Did you sell them or eat them?
Yeah, sell them.
Oh, really?
I would eat them too.
Yeah, well, that'd help with the soreness.
Yeah, really.
Okay, we're digressing.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Remember, we can fix just about anything.
Except for
a broken heart.
But we're working on that.
Thanks for watching.
Maybe a little caffeine would be good for that.
Yeah.